Welcome to the question on Maths Genius Sociology. So, what is considered to be mathematical thinking? When somebody says, I'm thinking mathematically, what do they mean? So, I think basically, mathematicians are people that are trained to solve problems, and they use methods that are structured, but obviously, it's depending on the situation and depending on what kind of a problem it is. So if one has the skeletal framework for solving a problem, then when presented with any problem, they'll be able to. So basically, before solving any problem, the first thing that you have to do is to identify the problem, because this is where a lot of companies and a lot of people individuals make mistakes, because they solve the wrong problem. You find that they might be solving a symptom instead of solving the root cause. So that's where now you have to use, maybe say the 5 whys, the root cause analysis method, to try and identify what the problem is, why it exists and all that, right? Just if there is a problem or not. Then after identifying the problem, the next step is to understand the problem. Now, in understanding the problem, this is where now you'll have to invest a lot of time and energy, because if you don't understand the problem fully, you're going to end up not realizing that there is no problem at all, or what the actual problem is. So step one of identifying is solidified by the second step, which is understanding, where now you go into why is there a problem, who is affected, who is the problem, and you ask yourself all those W's, all those questions. When did it happen? When did it start? And you have to do a thorough search, almost like a divergent view of the problem, to fully understand it. So the first step is identify a problem. Second is understand it. Now, once you've understood the problem in maths, now the third step is to say, okay, fine. I've understood. I know what the objective is. I know what I'm required to find. This is the information I'm given. Then you devise a plan. Now, in maths, a plan is to say which method can I use, which formula can I use, right? Which formula can I use? So the methods are the formulas or techniques that you're taught, and unfortunately, most of the schools, most of the teachers do focus too much on the methods and don't invest enough time on the other steps. So the first step is identify the problem. Second one is understand it. Third one is devise a plan. The fourth one is carry out the plan, because what good is a plan if it's not carried out? Now this is where now you test your method that or your formula to see if it actually works in this particular instance, and if not, you can always try others, and everything is informed on your understanding of the problem, right? Now, once you've carried out your plan, the next thing is to evaluate. That's the fifth step, to say evaluate, check to see if you've made any mistakes, if you've used the wrong formula, if you've misunderstood the question, because at times you might have put a plus where you're supposed to put a minus, and then it ends up giving you a wrong answer, but otherwise you knew what you're doing. So it's just like a cleanup process that you'll be doing. So the 5 steps are: identify the problem, understand the problem, devise a plan, carry out the plan, and the last one is evaluate. Although evaluation happens at every stage, so it's not exactly linear like that. It's an iterative process, which you can go back and forth between any of those steps. So yeah, thank you. Hope you understand how mathematicians think.